Hey Vibe Tribe, it's just the vibe, and I'm here to give you guys your 2026 New Year's resolution readings. Right now, these are just short readings to let you guys know what resolutions you should set for 2026, things you need to work on or focus on, or energies that you'll be around that will be beneficial to focusing on in 2026. Right now, this reading is going to be for my Capricorn. So Caps, get on up in here and let's see what we got going for 2026. Okay, what New Year's resolutions do my Capricorns need to focus on? What energies are my Capricorns going to be experiencing? What should their New Year's resolutions be? Can I have some New Year's resolutions for my Capricorns, please, for 2026? All right. One more. Okay. All right, Capricorn. So we have the energy of retrograde review, and that is here with investigate, Scorpio energy. And so that to me tells me that you're going to be taking a deeper look into things, right? You're going to be really paying attention to the details, really reading the fine print of a lot of situations. So I don't feel like you're going to be quick to respond to a lot of things. I feel like you're going to take in all the information, really do your investigating before you make a decision, before you react on a situation, you know, whatever it is, whatever you're around. I feel like you're really going to take your time and really get to the bottom of things before you come up with a conclusion, right? And that's here with digest as well, Virgo energy. That's here with digest. So the way that you are processing a situation is going to be highlighted. So I feel like there's perspective. Retrograde is the energy of review. It's also the energy of past things. So maybe you're reflecting on how you responded to past situations. Maybe you're reflecting on if you were irrational or impulsive in the past and how you can make sure that you're not responding in those ways in the future, right? Looking at the way that you're processing and digesting certain situations. Okay, we have the energy of Aries, act. So I feel like you're going to walk it like you talk it in 2026. You're really setting a resolution to make moves. I feel like big moves, power moves is something that you guys are really focused on, making power moves, Capricorns, making sure that your next move is your best move. And that could be something that you're investigating as well, really looking into and really processing before you make a move, making sure that your next move is your best move. So doing all of the work, crossing your T's and dotting your I's to make sure that your work is lined up so that when it's time to push the button, everything is a go, right? And there we got Capricorn energy. So here you are, Capricorn, and that energy is achieve. Like I said, making sure that your next move is your best move. Really putting yourself in alignment to win, Capricorns. You are focused on working your wins. And with that, I feel like you're not pouring into other people's wins anymore. I feel like this is a year of you focused on you, which is why you came out in your reading. I'm focused on my win. I'm not really paying attention to other people. I don't have the capacity to carry anybody else in 2026. This is just the me show. I'm not focused on you. I love you. You got my support from over here. You have my love from over here, but I'm busy. I'm working on what I'm building, right? I love that energy, Capricorn. And then we have the energy of collaborate with Aquarius energy here. So I feel like you guys are going to work with like-minded people. I feel like there will be people that are wanting to work with you. They're going to see you winning, Capricorns, and people are going to want to work with you. They're going to want to collaborate with you. And so I feel like you're only going to those spaces where people can be an addition. You don't have the capacity to pour into others or to show up for others. You're only showing up with people that want to work with you, that have an energy to match, that has something to contribute to what it is that you're building. If there's somebody that needs you or needs something that isn't a part of what you're building, I feel like right now you just don't. Well, I won't say right now, but in 2026 you will not have the capacity to tend to those things, right? I like that energy. This is 2026 is all about my Capricorns. They focused on them, okay? Give me some advice for my Capricorns and their New Year's resolutions. How should my Capricorns approach 2026? Can I have some advice for the New Year's resolution for my Capricorns, please? All right. We have covenant, Capricorn, the sacred contract. I love this energy. Check this out, okay? The sacred contract, commitment, the greater good, the covenant. You are being invited now by the universe to enter into a sacred contract. The covenant card could be a call to recognize that an ancient agreement that you made with spirit needs to be renewed or canceled and torn up. It's an opportunity showing up right now that is full of promise, but you're unable to sign and seal the deal or commit to it. The reason is that it needs to be elevated. The covenant must be founded on truth, not your truth or their truth, but the greater truth that takes the destiny of all into account. This covenant is not about your own agenda. Spirit must be invited to come to the table as the grantor of the good faith of all, to ensure that the direction you are embarking on will be for the greater good. It is important that you understand what you're signing up for. Be sure to read the fine print, not to commit to something that you will soon regret or that will compromise your integrity. Do not hesitate to put your own cards on the table so that your motives and desires are clear and transparent and nothing is left in the dark. When the shadow element remains hidden, the covenant breaks down and becomes a contract with an unspoken dark side that is inevitable. So again, reading the fine print, really making sure that what you are doing and the actions that you are taking are calculated, that they are purposeful, and you're just making sure that you're taking calculated risks. And I feel like everything is in alignment, Capricorn. So making sure, doing the work, crossing your T's and dotting your I's in 2026. Okay, let's look into some red flag energy now, Capricorn. These are red flags within you that you'll need to work on in 2026. Okay, can I have some energy? Okay, first one out. It says this says obnoxious. Now I don't feel like you are obnoxious so much so as allowing things to really get under your skin, Capricorns. Like I said, not being so quick to respond to certain things, not allowing yourself to be annoyed or, you know, energetically or emotionally shifted so easily. It says arrogant, so we're going to work on our arrogance in 2026. Being self-centered. Now that's funny because, like I said, I feel like you're not pouring into other people, but I don't feel like it's from an arrogant way or from a conceited or self-centered way. Just I don't have the capacity right now to pour into anything that is outside of my personal plans or desires. However, I don't feel like you're being arrogant, or if you are, we're going to work on that, okay? It says imposter syndrome. This person has imposter syndrome. So making sure that you trust and know that you are deserving of the things that you desire. Making sure that you are working hard to earn these things so that you can feel much more aligned with it. Work on your imposter syndrome, Capricorns. We have the energy of blessed, abundant, and favored. So trust that you are blessed, which is a green flag. Oh, we got another green flag. Funny sense of humor, comical. And then we have honest and trustworthy, but we're going to work on being materialistic, right? So not being so materialistic. This person can be shallow or materialistic, and that can go with that arrogant energy as well, Capricorns. So making sure that we're not being shallow, making sure that we're not looking at things, but that is that getting deeper and investigating, looking deeper into situations, but not being so shallow and surface level when it comes to your connections, when it comes to your desires, when it comes to your plans and all of those things. Make sure that there's depth and purpose and intention in the things that you're building, right? Let's get some. You got honest, trustworthy, blessed. You got some green flags out here too. So listen, you ain't too far up from where you're supposed to be, Capricorns. I like this energy. Just focus on, you know, your arrogance, your conceitedness, your materialism, and your imposter syndrome. Give me some messages of love. What should my Capricorns do regarding love in 2026? Can I have two more, please, for my Capricorns? Resolutions in love. What are we working on? All right. So we have trust at the bottom, Capricorns. We're working on trusting this situation. It says it's safe to trust in this situation, and that's here with trustworthy and honest. So know that what you're giving out, you do deserve when it comes to trust. That's that imposter syndrome, right? Feeling like everybody's lying. No, you can't believe anybody. We're going to work on trusting in 2026, okay? It says true love. Work on developing something that's meaningful, something that's true. It says this love is emotional, unconditional, and physical. It says regret. Someone feels remorse for the way that they treated you. I feel like we're releasing this energy, no longer holding on to the pain that people caused you of the past, so that you can move into trusting this new true love that's here for you. And then we're going to work on setting some boundaries, Capricorn. Firm boundaries are needed. So when it comes to love in 2026, I feel like you're going to open up to trusting, or at least work on it. You're going to work on trusting, right? We're going to work on setting some really firm boundaries. We're going to open ourselves up to a love that is unconditional. So not so shallow, not so, not so shallow, but also letting go of the past, letting go of past people and past pain. So Capricorn, 2026 is going to be very healing for you.